I'm here now with Husnaa Haffejee. She's a Glenwood resident from Al-Falaah College and she was the top Matric in South Africa. Husnaa, can we ask you a few questions about your road to success?
Sure, no problem.
Well, you mentioned in previous interviews that your family had been a great support to you.
Yes.
How did they help you to reach success?
For me, my parents were always there for me, and I really don't know what I would have done without them during Matric. There were a lot of times when I would feel a lot of pressure or I would doubt myself. During those times, they were always there to reassure me of my abilities, and especially of the fact that they could see me working hard and they could see me putting effort into my Matric year. And so, since I was putting in that effort, and since they could see that whatever the result ended up at the end, they were going to be proud of me. And of course, my little sister, who was always there, when I needed a bit of stress relief, to laugh with me and to cheer me up. Yeah.
Do you have any advice for the class of 2023?
I think it's important not to let people scare you from the beginning when you're coming straight into Matric. People make it out to be such a massive thing, and of course it is very important, but it's not impossible to get out of it with the results that you want, as long as you work consistently from the beginning and put in that hard work and effort. It will definitely bear the fruits that you want. So I think it's important not to have a defeatist attitude from the beginning. And to just remember that the struggle and the pressure that you're feeling and the stress is not going to last forever.
Now, Husnaa, I understand that you got 100% for physical science, mathematics, and accounting, and you're heading off to study medicine this year. What drew you to study medicine?
I think it was the idea of being able to help people and benefit humanity and mankind on such a big scale. From the time I was younger, something that I wanted to do was to contribute to curing one of those life-threatening diseases that affected so many people every day. COVID during high school was such a big obstacle during our high school career. To see it firsthand, how it affected people and how many people lost their loved ones and how our lives were completely disrupted and we couldn't go anywhere. I think that reiterated for me that it was my dream, and it inspired me to want to become someone who could solve those problems for people.
Now, I understand you decided to stay local and study at University of KwaZulu-Natal. What are some of your reasons behind that decision?
I mean, of course, firstly, I'm very close to my family, and I prefer to be near them. I think that move away from home would probably take an emotional toll on me. Also because I'm quite young, I'm only 17, so I think it would be difficult for me to move away from home on my own at the moment. So if I were to go elsewhere, I think it would rather be for postgrad, for specialization afterwards. And also because medicine is a huge workload, and generally people say it's very exhausting, and I think staying at home with my family would relieve the pressure of having to worry about household chores and about feeding myself on top of the workload